A flight full of felines touched down at the Boise airport today. There were nearly 100 on board, and more than half of them stayed here in hopes of finding their forever home. Adrielle Tackett joins us now. Adrielle, where did all these cats come from?
Hunter, nearly 100 sheltered cats took the flight from Iowa to Idaho this morning. 55 of the cats are now at the Idaho Humane Society in Boise, and they're ready for adoption. The rest of the cats stayed on the plane, continuing on to Oregon to find homes there. From the Midwest to the Pacific Northwest, 98 shelter cats will find permanent homes in Boise and Portland.
The Greater Good Charities flew these cats here today. They landed at the airport. We were able to unload the cats, get them all loaded up on our van, and then drive them over to the adoption floor.
Dozens of cats and a handful of kittens come from Spencer, Iowa, where they were cared for by two organizations, People for Pets and Humane Society of Northwest Iowa.
We're a part of the Shelters Coalition, and so we're able to see when other shelters are needing help, and if we have the availability, we can step in and transport animals into our shelter. And that's exactly what we were able to do today.
This rescue ride was made possible through Greater Good Charities, who organized the flight with a caretaker on board to make sure the animals were okay along the journey.
We charter planes. We do anywhere from 3 to 4 flights a month generally. And then, of course, when there's a disaster, then that gets added into that as well.
Greater Good Charities is moving these cats to support the city of Spencer, which is still recovering from a flooding disaster last summer. The small town of 11,000 doesn't have enough people to care for all these cats.
Cats that have been here for, maybe even up to a year have never had the opportunity to have that much exposure to adoptions.
The charity chooses to rehome the animals in Boise because adoption rates here are high and the stray animal population is well regulated.
Our cats get adopted so quickly. Boise is such an amazing, supportive, adoption-centered community that any of our animals, if they are here longer than 2 weeks, they're considered long-term.
All of these transplanted cats are ready to be picked up for adoption, and you can find all of the information about adoption and photos of them on the Idaho Humane Society's website.
Wow, 2 weeks for them to be long-term here. I did not know that. That is so interesting and awesome to see. Thank you, Adrielle.